Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to my WWE Raw preview for the 8th of September 2014. In this video, I'll be summing up the rumours, news and predictions for tonight's show. Get down in there in the comment section what you think is going to happen on Raw tonight. I did say on Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter already, what are you doing with yourselves? You need to follow me on Twitter. But last week, after I finished watching Raw, I tweeted out, if Raw is bad this week, I'm not going to watch WWE until Night of Champions. And that's where I stand. If Raw this week is bad, I really will not be watching Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, anything like that until Night of Champions. I feel like I need a break because the last few Raws have been fucking dreadful. I can't remember the last time we had a good Raw. I mean, we've had like 1 or 2 good Raws this year, and that's about it. So if Raw's bad this week, I might not do a review, and I definitely won't be watching Monday Night Raw or SmackDown for many weeks. I just can't be bothered. It's terrible. No interest in it whatsoever. So we'll see tonight. I'm very nervous to see what happens because if it's bad, no wrestling. WWE wrestling for a good month maybe, I don't know, it's just shocking, so I hope it is good. But Monday Night Raw this week comes from Baltimore Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, and one thing which could make Raw good this week is Raw has to compete with Monday Night Football for the first time this year. Now, the New York Giants versus Detroit Lions goes up against Monday Night Raw this week. So the fact that Monday Night Football is alongside Raw this week, that does suggest that WWE might have to up their ante to keep viewers watching Raw instead of switching over to Monday Night Football. Usually when they compete with the NFL, usually it's a good Monday Night Raw because they want to keep viewers watching instead of switching over to watch the game. Now, the WWE.com preview suggests that Raw will feature Cena looking to prove himself. A headline on WWE.com said, "How will Cena ensure that history doesn't repeat itself in 2 weeks?" So from this, we can pretty much guarantee John Cena will be looking for some more momentum, pretty much what he's done last week and the week before by beating Bray Wyatt and also helping his team win last week on Monday Night Raw. Just expect pretty much the same thing this week of John Cena maybe cutting a powerful promo and winning a very important match. He needs so much momentum right now for us to believe in this feud, so he'll be getting even more momentum ready for that match, which is less than 2 weeks away. What fans shouldn't expect is NFL Michael Sam showing up. Now, last week they did show that Stephanie McMahon had written an open letter to the NFL draftee Michael Sam, offering him an open forum on Monday Night Raw to speak his mind. But this week he was signed by the Dallas Cowboys. So Michael Sam now isn't appearing on Monday Night Raw. Now, WWE.com and the YouTube channel, everything that mentioned Michael Sam appearing on this week's Monday Night Raw has all gone. They set the video private. They deleted the article on WWE.com. So Michael Sam isn't appearing on Raw this week anymore because he's now signed by the Dallas Cowboys. So if you're expecting Michael Sam this week, you're not gonna get him. A house show report from PW Torch noted that Big E and Kingston teamed up to defeat NXT Tag Team Champs The Ascension on Sunday in Salisbury, Maryland. And also on Instagram, Xavier Woods posted a shot from that event showing the trio, Big E, Kingston and himself together in the ring. Now, this may be a suggestion that they haven't completely given up on that gimmick of Big E, Kingston and Xavier Woods, and we might see it tonight on Raw. Now, we haven't seen that faction for a good month or 2, and it did seem once it kind of started, about 2 weeks later, it just completely gone. But the fact that they put them on a house show only a few days ago in the same state, it does suggest that they might be bringing this gimmick back. They feel that maybe we'll try it again, or maybe they were just waiting for the right time to bring them in. So maybe it's a suggestion that since it was on a house show only yesterday, they might be actually bringing this gimmick back and actually might have a real good go with it. It is a huge suggestion, and it could be started on Raw tonight that we get this faction coming back. Now, WWE tweeted breaking news, talk show icon Jerry Springer to appear on Raw live this Monday. Now on WWE.com, a headline said, how will this intervention change the complexion of the Divas Championship triple threat match at Night of Champions? Now Jerry Springer is going to host an intervention between Brie and Nikki Bella. Now the headline from WWE.com sort of suggests that whatever goes down here might change something to do with the Divas Championship match at Night of Champions between Nikki, Paige and AJ Lee. So something might happen here which changes the match at Night of Champions. Would he be able to squeeze Brie Bella into that match? Is Brie Bella even going to get a look in the Divas Championship match of Night of Champions? Are they going to add a stipulation, something special in this match? The headline sort of suggests that something might change here on this segment. We're not quite sure, but Jerry Springer will be hosting an intervention between Brie and Nikki Bella. Good way to get ratings, should be quite interesting, something quite new in the feud, and hopefully something can try and save this angle, because so far it's been so bad, but maybe Jerry Springer could add a bit of interest towards this feud. Quite excited in my opinion. Now WWE also tweeted live next week on WWE Raw, Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt in a steel cage match, so that'll probably be the big blow off match, the final match between Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt. Triple H also called it the final chapter in his Wednesday interview with Michael Cole on WWE.com. He said the Bray Wyatt and Jericho feud is the final chapter is on Raw in that steel cage match. So this is the finale of the match, and I'll probably predict Bray Wyatt to get the win here. The younger, the guy that needs the more momentum, and obviously he has the better gimmick. He's going to go a lot further with a win rather than Jericho in this point of his career. Bray Wyatt should get the win here, and that's probably where they're going. It might be an option to bring in this match for Chris Jericho to get injured during the match, and that'll let him go on a tour with Fozzy again. That would be a cool opportunity to make Chris Jericho go away. And also, Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns was announced for this week's Monday Night Raw. Now, we all thought we were going to get them to heading into a Night of Champions rematch, but if it's happening on Raw, that's obviously probably not going to happen at Night of Champions. So, Roman Reigns will get the win here again. Why give him the win at SummerSlam for him to lose against the same guy on a random Monday Night Raw? Reigns is younger, he's having a huge push right now, he needs all the momentum he can get, he's probably one of the next WWE champions, he's getting the win over Randy Orton, who is a 12-time world champion. That's my prediction, and that'll probably be their final match as well. Now, Mark Henry versus Rusev is now official per WWE.com, so we might get a cool segment here just to make the match official on Monday Night Raw, because it was announced on SmackDown, which many people don't watch. So on tonight's Monday Night Raw, we might get a long segment announcing and making the Mark Henry versus Rusev match fully official. Finally, Goldust versus Goldust and Cody Rhodes. The Usos versus Goldust and Cody Rhodes should probably be announced for tonight's Raw. They had have a bit of kind of clashes in the last few weeks, and it should be announced on tonight's Monday Night Raw. So that's all I've got for tonight's Monday Night Raw preview. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Spike your hair.